Hey guys, today I'm filming my fall project pan update number 1. I am so excited for this because I have actually finished 4 products. I finished 2 things today, which is why I decided to do this update now. I was hoping to finish off another thing or 2 and I was able to do so. You may or may not be surprised by what I used up. I was for some of them. So the first thing that I finished would be the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. This was just the little deluxe sample size. I had used this a few times before I rolled it in, but got through it very quickly and I did not overuse it at all. Just the sample doesn't come with that much. Why do people like this? It literally did nothing for my skin except it made it like feel smooth, but it didn't really fill in pores. It didn't give any glow. It didn't mattify me. This literally did nothing. I don't get it whatsoever and I'm so happy that I don't get the hype for it. So that's used up. Next is something that I knew I would finish up relatively soon, but I thought after maybe 2 months. But this is one of the things I finished today. This is the Fenty Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Setting Powder in Butter. I just had the little mini size and I started with about half the product left, and I did pop the stopper out and it is all gone. This has like a vanilla extract kind of scent that bothers me a little bit. For some reason, the Too Faced Peach scent doesn't bother me that much, but this is like a little bit, but I really get used to it. Like it is not like crazy, but it is noticeable. It doesn't really linger though. I just kind of smell it because it likes frothing in my face. Frothing is not the right word. Fluffing in my face when I'm setting my skin, but I think that this sets my makeup so beautifully. It makes my skin look more airbrushed, more flawless, gives a little bit of color. Really nice. I don't think this is going to make you look too dry, but it's also not a matte powder. If this went half off for some reason, I would definitely think about purchasing it, but for any cheaper than, or if it like the discount wasn't anywhere near 50%, probably not, just because I do have a bunch of powders that I really love, but this one was very good. So super happy I was able to try that, and I'll definitely have to ask Jean why she did not like it. The next thing I actually was surprised by, I finished my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Yes! So I have officially finished all 3 of my rollover bronzers from last year. I'm so proud of myself. I cannot wait to feature them in my end of the year empties. Like I went from using up, no, I used 1 up last year, but like previously like none. So that's so exciting. Now this is a mini, but after I repressed it, it was going so slowly. I didn't know that I was gonna get there. I also finished this today as well. So completely gone. I had been using this to bronze and to contour. I'm so happy I finished this now, and I'm not going to roll in another bronzer. I am for the primer and the powder, but not the bronzer, because I have a lot in my collection that I want to test out. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm so excited to like rotate bronzers, which is what I'm gonna do next year as well. Like I'm not trying to pan any powder bronzers, but this feels so good, and I have a backup of that as well. And then the next thing that we should just cheer for, I figured this would be done. I finished my Anastasia eyeshadow in Birkin. Which one was it? This one, I think. Yes, this pan right here, completely cleaned out, and this is my backup. So this is Birkin and Bengal, my favorite transition and crease colors. I use them spring, summer, fall. So good in warm tone without being too orangey. Obsessed with the formula of these. I'm so happy I finally finished it off. I finished Bengal last year. Birkin this year was a rollover from last year, so it definitely feels like a huge accomplishment. Finishing up an eyeshadow that is not a setting shade. Like, that feels so good. So I'm so proud of myself. Like, these are 2 like big accomplishments for me, especially because I did not finish them last year. I was just so freaking determined. So very exciting there. And now we're just going to jump into the updates for the rest of the products, and then I'm just going to show you the roll-ins as we go along. So first I have my 1 ounce size of the MAC Fix Plus, and I was using this as a primer spray. I was here at the intro, I'm down here now. Depending on how many videos I film, I may or may not be able to make it. I use this every time I film, but I don't go crazy. And especially as a primer spray, you don't need to apply as much as you might a setting spray. So I'm a little nervous about finishing all that in 2 months, but I will try my best. If it gets down to it, I will definitely use this as a setting spray as well. Then we have my roll-in primer, and this is expiring in December, so I want to use this now. It's expiring because of SPF. I actually have not had this very long at all. This is a little mini of the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer, and this is a 0.12 fluid ounce or 3.6 mil size. I've used it 2 times so far. I've used up several minis of this. I don't love it, but I don't mind using it up. I don't hate it. I'm not like, wow. And people think this is amazing for oily skin. Not for me, which is again great because it's so expensive. So definitely want to move this out. And also because it is small, as I'm getting towards the end of the year, I'm really wanting to hit my goal of finishing 100 makeup products. Usually I don't even worry about it. This year I'm a little nervous about making it. So I have added in minis for replacement products, and I really am just really wanting to hit that number of 100. So we'll see. We will see, but that's why I added in this, because it's a small size and because it expires in December, excuse me. Next, we have some products that I will be weighing, and that would be my foundation combination of the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in Swan and the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in Fair 00, which is the white shade. So the Swan basically matches my skin tone perfectly. So what I've been doing is basically I will put my cream bronzer on first, and then I will do like one swipe up here, one swipe down here for each cheek, forehead, chin, nose, you know, all of that. And then I will do like one like dot that I'll like press on. So I'm getting a little bit of product, but not as much as if I was to swipe. So yeah, it's gonna take me a while to get through this, but I do think that for my foundation and my concealer, I will pull out the stopper this month just so I can really see how much is left. So that is going to change the weight. I will attempt to save the stopper to put it on the scale as well, but I'm gonna weigh it now, and then I will weigh it again once I take out the stopper so that we can track the progress easier. Actually, you know what? I think I'll just do that instead of saving the stopper, because that's a little silly. So starting with the Too Faced. So at the intro, this weighed 2.327 ounces. Now this weighs 2.252 ounces. I do think the packaging is hefty, but I am noticing that I do have to like really press it onto my skin when I'm applying it. Again, I am using it as a foundation, and this is a concealer product, so that may be why. And I maybe shouldn't take out the stopper yet on this, but I'm going to anyway. I also think it's gonna be so difficult to remove. I'll definitely update you on that. Then we've got my ColourPop concealer. Okay, so at my intro, this weighed 0.725 ounces. Now it is 0.714 ounces. So I'm super happy to see that movement, considering that I really have not been using much of that. Then for my concealer, I have the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue, and I was kind of estimating last month that I was about around here, and you could see through the packaging when I was mixing the wand around, but now leaving the wand as is. Now I did just do my makeup, but still leaving the wand as is, you can definitely see through the packaging here and here as well. So, oh, sorry. Here as well. So very excited about that. I do feel like when I'm applying it under my eyes, I do have to go in for a second dip, which is exciting. So, and when I look down in there, there is really not much product at all. So yeah, I'm gonna take the stopper out of there as well, and let's weigh it. So at the intro, this weighed 1.307 ounces, and now it weighs exactly 1 ounce. So very happy with that progress as well. So next we have my under eye powder. I am attempting to use up my full size of the Dermablend Translucent Loose Setting Powder. Love this, have backups of this. And it is so hard for me to measure loose powder. So I was about there at my last update. And this is why it's so hard to get it like even here. Okay, so I think that's right. So I'm just like a little below where I was last time. I didn't mark this because I just have such trouble with loose powder, but I was like right there. Now I'm down to there, so pretty good. I was hoping to see this move a little bit faster, but again, I'm just using it under my eyes, but I definitely will pick up the pace on this and use it to set my face if need be, especially because my roll-in loose powder is pretty small. So I want to use this first to set my face and then I'll move on to this. Again, I'm really just wanting to move out some minis this year, just as many things as I can. So this is a little mini of the One Size Ultimate Setting Powder in the translucent shade. This is Patrick Starr's makeup brand, and this comes with 2 grams or 0.07 ounces. And then this Fenty one came with 7.8 grams. So even though this had about half the products left, oh gosh, I have to do the math on that because I don't know what 7.8 divided by 2. So this has 3.9 grams would be half of the product. And then this has 2 grams. So still this has like a quarter of what's in here. So I do think I can maybe get through this in a month, again, depending on how many videos I do. But I do still think that I will finish this before the end of the project for sure. And that I will have time to use this on my face. I also am, like, this is brand new. I haven't even taken the little sticker off yet, but I of course will be putting it into a larger jar to make it easier to use. And I will insert a picture of what that looks like. Next, we have a product I did not use at all. I'm okay with that. I kind of just don't feel like using this anymore. This is the Hourglass Ambient Edit Unlocked palette. I was thinking of using this soft light shade to brighten the center of my face, and then Filt'r Light as a bronzer. Didn't use it at all this month, or last month, maybe this month, because maybe for, you know, a week or so, 2 weeks, maybe I will use that bronzer buffer shade to help set the cream bronzer I'm working on. I did post a IGTV video of me scooping out the product in here to see what was left. I went through this so quickly. First, let me tell you what it is. Again, this is the Benefit Hoola Quickie Contour Stick, just a deluxe size sample. I went through this very fast. It's very creamy. I was putting my primer on, then I was going around my hairline, hitting it under the cheekbones, blending out, putting foundation on, and then taking just a little bit more on top with a brush instead of applying it directly to my face. So that's how I got through it pretty quickly. I did scoop out as much product as possible. There are ridges in there, which is what made it hard to get everything out, but it is rolled up all the way. And then I will also insert the picture of what it looked like when I first put it in this sample jar. Now it is just a crusty, dusty mess. Luckily, because I applied this with the e.l.f. small stipple brush, I actually can fit the brush in this little container, and then I like run it in the cap to make sure I'm not getting any like big blotches. And this is what is left. So it is pretty low down in the packaging. This will be done by next month. And I've really been enjoying this. And again, if I can finish 3 powder bronzers, a liquid bronzer, and a cream bronzer this year, excuse me, and that will be so amazing. So I will definitely finish this, which is going to feel so good. This was a neglected product for me, so just feels so good. I know it's a deluxe size sample, but still, and just getting in the habit of using this is exciting because I do have a couple other cream and liquid bronzers in my collection that I might want to pan next year. Probably not the powders, but maybe the liquids and cream. So we'll see about that. We'll see. And then my last face product, you guys know I love to pan a lot of face things, is my MAC Fix Plus Matte Setting Spray. We were right here at the intro. I am down here now. This will definitely be done by next month, which is exciting. I will definitely be rolling in another setting spray, just depending on how early in the month I finish this. I'm trying to decide between like 2 setting sprays. Basically, like, do I want to finish like a little mini deluxe size sample Urban Decay All Nighter, or do I want to try something else? We'll see, we'll see. I mean, if I do the all nighter, I'll finish it for sure. So I might do that. Anyway, we'll see what happens, but I'm going to finish this for sure. I've been working on this all year, which is why I have all these markings on it. It's been in other projects as well. Then for eyes, I was working on a shadow stick. So it was a mini of the Laura Mercier It was a mini of the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in Intense Moonlight. The Intense version is very silvery tone, which I don't love. So I mixed in what I had left in the very bottom of my Bobbi Brown Golden Pink and my Laura Mercier Intense Rose Gold. So I did scoop all of those into a jar. I added what was left of the pencil into here, not the pencil, what was left of Intense Moonlight. But then because I don't feel like I've fully finished a shadow stick until I've scooped it out, I did end up scooping out Intense Moonlight as well. And now it is still pretty cool tone, so it almost defeats the purpose, but not quite. And there's so much product. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to finish it. I will insert a picture of what it looked like when I first mixed them all together. And this is what it looks like now. There's still so much in here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish this. That really may have been a mistake mixing all those other shadow sticks in here. I'm definitely gonna try my best, but I don't wanna overuse this. So if I don't finish for some reason, I will put it in my winter project pan to finish, but of course that won't count as a 2021 empty. It will be a 2022 empty, but we'll see. There's so much in here. I definitely was a little overly ambitious. Then we have my lip products, but I actually decided that I wanted to bring in a lip balm. Again, I'm trying to finish more things by the end of the year, and I neglected these products because I was trying to finish the lip balm I was using at the time. So I actually already have started using this, and I did not mark it brand new, but I am just gonna mark it from where I'm at now. I do still have a decent amount left. This is the Fresh Sugar Advanced Therapy Lip Treatment. And this is just a little deluxe size sample. I will mark it on a piece of paper so you guys can see it a little bit more clearly, but that's how much I have left. Super easy to get through these. It's a very thin formula. And then for the actual lip products I had put in here, this is the Wander Beauty Lip Retreat Oil in the shade Skinny Dip, which is the nude color. I tried to weigh this last time. It showed literally no weight on the scale for this. I have used it several times, but I'm afraid to squeeze it too much and have a bunch of product come out. So let me put the cap back on just in case, but I feel like we're about at the same place. Like this is how much is left. So I really, for like the next, week or two, really want to focus on using this and try to get through it. But like my Buxom Full On Lip Cream in the shade Hot Toddy, I love this color. I haven't used it at all since my intro, and I'm not even wearing it today. I'm wearing something else. I know, but I really haven't gone anywhere to wear lip gloss. So I do want to like put this in my purse and have these at my desk, because I actually have been having my camera off a lot more in meetings just because I'm taking a little bit longer to get ready in the morning. But I do want to, hold myself accountable, put my camera on for meetings, and then I will put this on because this is tinted as well. If this was clear, I'd be using this for meetings, but I want to finish this first, and then this will be like the only colored lip product I'm working on. So 3 lippies here. I'm gonna finish this. I'm probably gonna finish this. I don't know about this, but I really want to because this is a rollover from last year as well. No progress. So this is where I was at my intro, still where I'm at now. I know if I put my mind to it, I can get through these, but I also don't want to overuse it for the sake that I don't need to apply lip gloss like lip balm. I personally find that to be wasteful. So very, very happy with the things I was able to finish up, and I'm making great progress on these items. I would love to know what project pans you are doing right now. I'm also doing a year-long project pan and a sample project pan. And I would also love to know from you what products you are panning right now. And if you have an Instagram or a YouTube channel where you post project panning content, please let me know as well, because I would love to check it out. I love watching project pan videos more than anything else. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching this rambly, bumbly, chatty update. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.